The 7 biggest snakes in the world. Many people don't like snakes at all. Nevertheless, we all recognize that they are incredible animals with abilities that many would like to have. Not me particularly though. In this article, we'll be talking about the biggest snakes in the world, and you'll be amazed at these beautiful creatures. Welcome to Raleigh, a place where you get to learn and know more about animals. Today we shall be seeing the 7 biggest snakes in the world. If you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out any of our updates. Before starting our list of the biggest snakes in the world, we need to tell you something. If you see any of the snakes listed here, run. Green anaconda. This snake lives in South America and can grow up to between 13 and 18 feet long. While it's true that other species may be longer, the green anaconda is on this list due to its weight, as it can weigh 485 pounds, that is 220 kilograms or more. In fact, to bear on its own weight, this snake spends most of its time in the water. Reticulated python. This may be the longest snake in the world, with a length range of 4 to 21 feet. Some specimens have measured up to 31 feet. Can you imagine finding this snake in your bathroom? This snake lives in the jungles of Southeast Asia, and despite its size, it weighs less than the green anaconda. However, it had to make it to the list of the biggest snakes in the world. Burmese python. The Burmese python lives in the same forest as the reticulated python. However, it's somewhat smaller since it only grows up to 19 feet long. Although it may seem small when compared to a reticulated python, have you ever thought about how long 19 feet is? That is longer than a very long car. As we told you at the beginning, if you see one of these snakes, run as fast as you can. African rock python. It seems that pythons are the stars on this list. That's why the African rock python just had to feature here. This snake lives in Africa, as its name suggests, and feeds on goats, gazelles, and crows. So you can imagine its size. It's almost 26 feet long. Titanoboa. Anacondas are said to come from this species, which apparently lived 60 million years ago. There are indications that this snake was more than 39 feet long, and that it might still exist today. If this were true, it would certainly be at the top of this list. Gigantophis garstini. This would be the second snake on the list after the Titanoboa. However, there's evidence that this species became extinct about 40 million years ago. This species came from Egypt and Libya and measured between 36 and 52 feet long. Its weight is even more remarkable, as it weighed up to 1,543 pounds, that is 700 kilos. This is why it's strongly believed that this species spends most of its time in water, because it would be impossible for it to crawl due to its weight. Amethystine python. This snake is from Australia. It would be behind the Gigantophis garstini on the list, as it is nearly 22 feet long and weighs nearly 220 pounds, that is 100 kilos. Being the first on this list, this snake is able to swallow humans even bigger than itself. Its skin is the most sought after by poachers, which is why the Australian government developed a plan to conserve the species. In fact, the Australian government created protected parks for it, where children and adults can enjoy observing these snakes and learning about their way of life. What did you think about our list of the biggest snakes in the world? Would you dare to have one of them as a pet? Well, I definitely wouldn't. Do let us know in the comment section and subscribe for more educative content. Also, if you have some related topics, suggest in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and share with plenty of your friends.